This time I mentioned an awesome impromptu magic trick with a borrowed deck of cards. Let's do this. Alright, so what's going to happen is the spectator is going to shuffle up the deck of cards as much as they'd like, so they keep on shuffling the deck, they can shuffle it as much as they'd like, and then when they finally feel that they are done shuffling, then they are going to tell you and they're going to give the deck of cards back to you. Then you're going to mention to the spectator that you are going to find a few predictions, so here we go. We're going to go with this one, we're going to go with... let's see, this one right here, and one more. We'll go with... this one. So you have 3 predictions here, and what you're gonna ask the spectator to do is what you want them to do is just tell you to stop whenever they want. So they're gonna say stop whenever they want. So let's say they say stop right there, then you're gonna say good, and that's gonna go right there. So just like that, that pile of cards goes right there, and you're gonna do this again. You're gonna do it a few times. Maybe if there's 3 people, you'll let each one of them have a chance. So you're gonna ask the next person, say stop anytime they want. They say stop, just like that, and then you put this pile down right there. Then you're gonna do it again. You're gonna go out to the spectator and you say stop anytime you want. They say stop. You're gonna say okay. So just like that, you put the pile down right there. Then you can mention to the spectator that you could have said stop anywhere you wanted, and I picked out 3 predictions after you shuffled the deck. This could also be a borrowed deck, so maybe you say this is your own deck of cards, whatever you want, just to make it more effective, right? So they say yeah, all that stuff, right? And you say okay. So my prediction was 2 hearts. And let's see what you landed on. You actually landed on the 2 of diamonds. So we're going to take this a step further. Let's see. What card was my prediction? My prediction was the 5 of spades. And you landed on 1 card, which was the 5 of clubs. And finally, the last one, my prediction, the 2 of clubs. And the card you landed on was the 2 of spades. When that was done, I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so you're going to borrow a deck of cards from the spectator, and then they are going to shuffle up the cards. Before you take it, you're going to ask them to shuffle up the deck of cards as much as they'd like. So they're going to shuffle it up, maybe do an overhand shuffle, maybe hand it to their friend to shuffle up a bit more. So basically, the idea is they could truly shuffle the deck as much as they'd like, and it really is completely fair. So anyways, once they finally feel that their cards is shuffled as much as they'd like, and it's the fact that it's their borrowed card, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go and find a few predictions, but you're gonna do it in a special way. You're gonna pick up the deck, and we look at the bottom cards. We see the King of Spades, so that means we're gonna look for the King of Clubs. So I look through the deck, and I look for the King of Clubs, which turns out to be right here. So, take out the King of Clubs, and we put it in front of us just like that. Now, we're going to go for the next prediction, which is going to be the Jack of Spades. Because see, the first prediction is the King of Clubs because the King of Spades is on the bottom. Now we're going to be looking for the Jack of Spades because we see the Jack of Clubs next. So, we spread through the deck, and then the Jack of Spades is going to be our next prediction. And then, continues on. The third one is the Ace of Clubs, so then the Ace of Spades is going to be our prediction card. So, that's basically what you're going to do. So, where did it go? Where's that Ace of Spades? Okay, so here we are. So, we have 3 predictions, which are just basically whatever these are on the bottom. So this is truly a fairly shuffled deck of cards. They shuffle the deck, but you could still tell which predictions you want to use because you're just looking at these bottom cards as you're spreading through. So, at this point, you're going to do a little bit of a sleight of hand here. So, you're going to hold the deck like this in Mechanics Grip, and you're going to just sort of like, I don't know what this is called, I'll just call it crane grip. So basically you're gonna pick it up like this, sort of like I don't know, we'll call it Pac-Man, and then like, you know, just picking up like that. So basically you're just picking it up like this with your thumb in the back and all your fingers up front, and you're gonna go like this. So you're gonna first you're gonna need to get a break underneath the bottom card. So you're gonna pick it up, and I'm gonna riffle off 1 card, sort of like I'm doing a riffle shuffle like this. I'm gonna riffle off 1 card with my thumb and get a break underneath the card. So that's basically what you're going to do. You're going to go like that, you're going to get a break underneath the card, and then you're going to take it and get a thumb break. So I transfer the pinky break to a thumb break. Now at this point, I'm going to start thumbing some cards off like this, and ask the spectator to say stop anytime they want. So let's say stop, but when they say stop, I casually put the cards under the deck, and I'm doing this. So as I put the cards under the deck, I drop this card from under the deck onto the pile. So I ask them say stop anytime you want. They say stop whenever they want, so let's say stop right here. Then I go under the pile, and I go like that. So now I drop the card on top of the pile, so it's like this. I just basically drop it, but obviously from further down, I literally just drop it onto the pile. So, now you're going to do that with every single pile, and that is basically a trick. So, you're going to go like this, get your little break underneath, transfer it to a thumb break, do the thing, get the card on top. That's going to go right there. And you're going to do it one more time. I usually do 3 cards. You can do more if you want. It's completely up to you. But I prefer 3 cards, maybe even just 1 card. You can do it with 1 card if you want. But I like 3. I like the whole idea of 3. I think it makes it a little bit more dramatic, and I don't know, it's just better. So anyways, you finish off, and then you could spread the cards. You could say, okay, so you could have stopped on any one of these cards. You could have stopped anywhere you wanted. But let's see. My prediction card is King of Clubs. And then the card you landed on, right here, just so happens to be the King of Spades. Now, let's try this again. Let's see if I got this even better. So, this card that I predicted was the Jack of Spades. And the card you landed on somehow ended up to be the Jack of Clubs. Then, you're going to reach over to this one, and you're going to be like, okay, and finally, the card I predicted, the Ace of Spades, right here, just somehow it turns out to be that you also landed on the Ace of Clubs. And that is how it's done. Let's appreciate it. If you like this content, subscribe down below to be notified of future uploads. So I do lots of magic tutorials, so I teach lots of magic tricks. I also do tips and tricks, so basically I do tips and tricks on how to improve your magic, how to set up an act, stuff like that. I also do some other kinds of magic videos, sometimes magic challenges, so like, you know, maybe I try to sleight of hand without using my thumbs. That was one of my videos. So basically I just do lots of cool stuff. That's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. That's for now. I'll see you next time.